Character coaches and sports chaplains, let's talk a little bit about game day and the process of preparation for delivering a game day chapel, that sort of thing. Here it is right now. It's about 7 hours to game time. I'm preparing in my mind some of the things I want to talk about. I know today the big idea is we want to talk about humility, and I know I want to talk about that in context of John the Baptist and how he was the first prophet in 400 years in Israel. Suddenly his younger cousin shows up and he immediately defers everything to Jesus because he says he must become greater, I must become less. That's what humility looks at like. You can be the best in the world at what you do, and the humble man or the humble woman is the person who deflects credit to his God, to her teammates, her coaching staff, all the people in the support of that person. That's what humility is. Being great at what you do, but deflecting credit to others. We'll talk about that. So I know that's in my mind as I'm preparing. Later on, I'll go to the shoot around, which will be 5 hours to game time. And I'll watch that, and I'm watching all the people. I'm watching facial expressions, gestures. I'm watching posture, body language, how they speak to each other, who speaks, who doesn't, how are they interacting with each other. That's all informing how I see relationships happening on the team. All that stuff will then help shape my introduction to the talk, which will begin with them specifically related to basketball and humility. I'll then speak from the scripture about humility, and then I'll bridge right back to their actions today, how we play the game tonight, related to being humble players, exemplifying humility on the court. That's kind of my game day process, getting ready for game day chapel, which will take place with everybody here in this room, 4 hours to game time. Let's be great on game day. Communicate clearly with the men and women of sport.